Detractors of Israel often claim the United States gets nothing in return for its diplomatic and military support of Israel. The truth, however, is that Israel makes a contribution to a variety of areas in the United States, including technology, intelligence, agriculture, health, military weapons and tactics, counterterrorism, education, and energy. In fact, nearly every government agency has an agreement to cooperate with its Israeli counterpart, and that is only at the federal level. At least 23 states have their own separate agreements for a range of cooperative activities. More than 400 universities in 46 states have received grants to facilitate joint academic projects in a variety of disciplines, which have yielded advances in knowledge as well as practical applications that benefit Americans and often the international community. American businesses also understand the value of the relationship. That's why more than 10,000 U.S. companies have offices or do business with Israel, including major companies such as Google, Microsoft, Intel, and UPS. Many of today's conveniences, from the chips powering our computers to instant messaging, have come from Israel. The U.S. exported $14 billion worth of goods to Israel in 2012. Trade between New York and California alone exceeds $2 billion. Each state benefits from trade with Israel, which helps create jobs and boosts local economies. Israel's detractors often complain about U.S. military assistance to Israel. This comes out of America's foreign aid budget, which represents less than 1% of all U.S. spending. Not to mention that nearly 75% of military aid to Israel is spent in the United States at defense contractors and subcontractors, which creates jobs, lowers production costs for the American military, and helps the bottom line of companies large and small. And on the subject of defense, as far back as 1958, the National Security Council concluded that if America wanted to fight radical Arab nationalism and maintain its hold on Persian Gulf oil, the United States should support Israel, the only democratic pro-Western power in the Middle East. Before President Ronald Reagan took office, he wrote that Israel has a critical role in keeping the Soviet Union from infringing on American interests and resources in the Middle East. In 1981, America and Israel signed a Memorandum of Understanding for Strategic Cooperation, and in 1987, Israel was designated a major non-NATO ally. By the end of the 1980s, it was common for America and Israel to hold joint training exercises on land, on sea, and in the air. The United States military also benefits from a plethora of Israeli innovations, such as advanced first aid and reactive armor. The two allies have also jointly developed weapons systems, and U.S. assistance has helped Israel create revolutionary anti-missile defense systems, such as the Iron Dome, which is saving Israeli lives by shooting down rockets fired at Israeli cities by Palestinian terrorists. Israel's value as an ally cannot be measured in dollars. Secretary of State Alexander M. Haig made an observation 30 years ago that remains true today. Israel is the largest American aircraft carrier in the world that cannot be sunk, does not carry even one American soldier, and is located in a critical region for American national security. The political relationship has its ups and downs, but both countries share similar values and interests that sustain the alliance. Moreover, the depth and breadth of relations between the American people, federal, state, and local governments, private industry, and educational institutions explains why the U.S.-Israeli friendship is extraordinary and enduring.